You want me to come along? Sure. I'd be glad to go with you. I heard that you frequently used your abilities during the investigation, and almost lost control.
I was forced by circumstances.
I think we agreed that the premise of giving you this task was not to rely on violence to control your own mania. Pursue truth and justice with wisdom. Right? We agreed, didn't we?
Yes, of course I'll do it! I will do my best to complete the mission that you gave me. I remember. It's just that the enemies were too strong.
Here, open your mouth. It seems I'm pushing you too hard. Should we switch to a more suitable task?
No, Shalom! I made a mistake! I won't misuse my abilities again! Don't leave me! Have you finished your work? Where's Rahu? I remember she saved me last night from all those monsters. Is she alright?
Rahu said, I didn't even need to use my abilities to deal with those things. You see? She's already searching for the garden space near the scene of the incident. Your near-death experience provided vital information. We will treasure it. As for work, we need a bit more time. FAC will soon face an important battle. They need me to weigh in.
Oh, then I shouldn't bother you anymore.
Your task is also important. Tell me about your progress. I know you've made achievements.
The garden took on the commissions of vengeance, but why select these assignments? And the final combination should have a deeper meaning. Now it seems they so generously gave me clues to guide my investigation. The first two cases are related to FAC's defeat in NF-103. Without a doubt, that must be the reason. Does the garden think that what happened back then was unfair, and wants to attract attention through these cases, reveal the truth, and then make accusations?
They don't care about the public's opinion. After all, They are a group of people who want to keep vengeance firmly in their own hands. Rehashing the events of NF-103 can only mean it's useful now. The Eclipse operation was top secret. FAC made huge sacrifices for a greater cause, but this sacrifice was used and twisted by others. Information leaked. The public's criticism of FAC was constant. Other factions in East Side also took the opportunity to suppress. FAC lost its original status, and from then on was controlled by others. People's trust in the city-state fell to the bottom. Like you, it was this very event that led you to believe there was a vast conspiracy behind the Nirvana incident in NF-104, prompting such a drastic assault. FAC will soon have a major battle in the West District. A very important Black Ring control operation, using a lot of manpower and funds, will cause the power structure to change. The most critical thing for the FAC Commander-in-Chief is to return to Eastside and push through the operation plan. So, rehashing the old events at this time, what do you think it's for?
Could it be that they want to stir up trouble again, trip up FEC's rear, and obstruct this operation?
At least, this is absolutely beneficial for the underground. The Garden was originally an assassin group established by the underground forces. Although they declared independence a few years ago, looking at the Erica Villa incident, they are still connected.
Although her methods are outrageous, after actually meeting her, I don't think she's a complete lunatic. They are a group of people who have already given up on this world. They don't believe in justice anymore, but they won't admit defeat either. They want to seize everything with their own hands. They're a lot like me in the past.
That's not true. If I was killed one day, would you kill for me?
I won't let that happen!
But if it does happen, what will you do?
I would find out the truth. Capture the criminal, and prevent him from hurting anyone else. I won't let anyone end up like me. I don't want that. If I had to choose, I'd rather die than have you killed, Shalom. You're the most important person to me.
What if I committed crimes and evil deeds?
No way! You would never do such a thing!
Wrong answer. You should still seek the truth, capture the criminal, and prevent her from hurting anyone else. You're a detective, after all.
I know, but you wouldn't do that. Don't joke about that! It's too cruel.
All right. It's my fault for teasing you. I will always cherish your feelings.
It's me. We've searched a 10-kilometer radius around where Christina appeared. but we haven't found the entrance to the garden. I suspect they deliberately moved Chris.
They might have used some special technology. After all, they have the underground backing them. According to Chris's investigation, there will soon be a response from the FAC. It's time to move.
I'll come pick you up.
I'll go first then. Contact me as soon as there's any progress with the case. Its nature has completely changed now, and I need you to provide more clues.
I will. I'm heading out too. Since it's related to the battle, we can't delay. There must be clues in the third and fourth lines of the poem, along with the events related to FAC and NF-103. At least I can issue a warning in advance and gather more information.
There's no need to rush. Someone came to see you.
Huh? Maria? Oh, right, Shalom. Maria is my sister. She's a very smart kid.
I know. She's a child from your foster family. You often mention her. You two must be very close. I'll leave you two alone. Take your time.
They said you were going to die and asked me to sign, but you're still alive. When you're ready to die for your justice, let me know in advance. Don't cause me any trouble. Don't say that. After I solve this case, can we sit down and talk? Is that the amazing person you mentioned? Yes, she's really special, kind, just, and strong. She's also very smart, and her answers are always right. Thanks to her, I've regained my energy. That woman never looked at me directly. In her eyes, I'm invisible. You better be careful, or you won't know how you died. Don't let go of my hand.
Why are you here?
Never mind. I can't stop you anyway. How are things, kid? Nothing happened at the scene, right?
I think I'm very certain about the killer's motive. The Charity Foundation is indeed related to the battle 10 years ago, and surprisingly, it has some relation to the previous 2 victims. Because the Charity Foundation has tampered with the compensation, many families received unfair treatment. They were either misled by Anania's report or threatened by Nathan, and the Charity Foundation has also put a lot of effort into suppressing FAC. But there are some discrepancies at the scene that I haven't quite cleared up.
What is that?
There was only 1 victim at the scene, but 12 different mania flowers are here, none of which match the victim. Each person can only bloom 1 kind of flower, indicating that there are at least 12 other victims. And the victim's body was solidified by the effect of Kokalik's ability, but his flowers were not here at the scene. That means at least 1 person's flower and 12 people who have bloomed have disappeared from this scene. The first 2 lines of the poem correspond to the location and time of the case and the victims. While the 3rd line of the poem is right about the victim, there's a subtle mistake with the location, which is closer to the 4th line of the poem. Inspector, I suspect that the 4th crime scene has already appeared, but we haven't found it yet. The things missing here may all be in the 4th scene, or they can be retrieved from the place corresponding to the 3rd line of the poem. Mr. Dole, can you find out the whereabouts of other core members of the Charity Foundation as soon as possible? Their financial flow... where do they usually spend their money? The victim this time is too special. I think we need to get the upper hand, otherwise...
Inspector, look at the TV!
We just received another anonymous document. There are words on the cover that say, "Want to know where tens of millions of compensation went? Ask what they did in NF 104. It seems the killer wants to tell us something. The missing compensation funds and the victim at the banquet. What's the connection between the 2? Our reporters will continue to bring you updates. Breaking news! The latest crime scene has been found at the Sunset Club on Eastside 3rd Avenue, marking it the 4th case in the recent series of incidents. We're getting the latest updates. Live images are coming in from the scene. What kind of banquet is this? The flowers on a dining table. Oh goodness, are these the devil's work?
Another 12 victims. A bouquet of flowers. This is... In autumn's prime, wine and meat gleam. Gold and silver set the festive scene.
Cleanup completed. Switching back.
This city chump, it's your lucky day. Most people don't get the chance to be O's lion tail.
Gossip TV reporting. Why is the Public Security Bureau of Eastside still sealing off the scene? What secrets are they hiding?
Can you tell us what the FAC's compensation case has to do with this case? Were there any sinners involved in the case?
Why does this public security case involve the FAC? Is this within their jurisdiction? Is the killer seeking revenge because the FAC pocketed the funds?
Me! Interview me! This is definitely related to the FAC's recent agenda. They can't hide their truth forever.
Some say the FAC is not a shield protecting the city, but a dangerous organization secretly undermining its security. What's your comment on this?
No need to look. The scene is no longer useful.
What do you mean by no longer useful?
Yeah, we've checked. There are signs of damage everywhere. All the clues have been contaminated, some things have been moved around, and maybe some have been taken away. Those announcements sent to the media were timely. Why didn't they send us one too?
Among all 13 elders of the Charity Foundation, why was only one of them moved to another scene? Why go to the trouble of arranging two symmetrical scenes? The reason for the retaliation against the Charity Foundation is clear. But even if she's doing this as a payback, this doesn't make sense. She could have just arranged this one extravagant scene. Why? Inspector, I have some ideas. I would like to head back to the third scene later. Before that, there's one more thing at the fourth scene I was hoping you could investigate.
But this scene has already been completely destroyed.
Isn't there still a clue? The one that even the most gossip-loving reporter didn't dare to touch?
You want me to deal with... Skirt will get dirty in this kind of place.
The mentor meticulously planned this. She even violated her own principles and forcibly created a fourth scene. just to cover this up. If the criminal has something to hide, we must uncover it. Eugene was killed by another assassin. Kokalik made all this fuss just to help her cover everything up. That person is also a sinner from the garden, and a very weak one. Not only did she commit the crime against the Mentor's will and leave so many flaws at the scene, but she also forced the narcissistic Kokalik to give up her original perfect plan to help her cover up the scene. The criminal who attacked Eugene is definitely easier to deal with. She will be the breakthrough, but what should I do?
Well done, Chris. Leave the rest to me.
Phew. Victor...
I bet I can find a lot of treasures on this trip.
We demand an explanation! Is it true that Eugene is still alive? What are you trying to achieve by keeping this a secret? Could it be that there were never any assassins from the garden? This is all Eugene's own doing. When he heard someone was clearing up the scandal from back then, he faked his own death, didn't he?
Give us an explanation! The attention is getting higher! You can't hide this! We saw him in person at the sanatorium!
It's my mistake. I need to clean up this mess. Even if I'm driven out, I can't cause any more trouble for Mentor. Bastard! Bastard! I clearly stabbed him. I used my ability. I made sure. If that scumbag can live, why can't the people he killed? I'll kill you. I'll kill you over and over again. I'll kill you with my own hands.
You really did come. Has your confinement been lifted?
Why are you here?
I didn't expect it to be you either. We sure are fated. Shalom was right. A rookie assassin who is so stubborn that she would act without the permission of the mentor, and a junior who needs her mentor to clean up after her, would absolutely not tolerate failing a second time. You're too eager to put someone to death. That's why you fell for this trap.
I should have killed you back then.
Stop committing atrocities in the name of vengeance. Now, I am arresting you for the attempted murder of Eugene. Surrender and confess. This is your last chance.
Oh, try to keep up getting my hands dirty.
Okay, I'll be...
I have to go. I'll just put it out there. I won't save anyone who doesn't. I'll relieve them of pain.
I'm here.
You forced me to do this! You forced me to do this!
The body that the mentor bloomed would stop all normal physiological responses. But I think the real time of Eugene's death was August 9th. The night that the rookie from the garden saved me. She must have deeply hated Eugene, so she disregarded the garden's rules and personally sought revenge, even if it meant angering her mentor.
I should have killed you back then.
On her way back from revenge, did she feel lost for the first time? That's why she saved me, even though I'm clearly her enemy.
Don't overthink. At least you caught her. If she returned to the garden after getting her revenge, she would truly become an assassin. Only taking more lives, turning from confusion to numbness. It's good as it is now. At least she's fiercely hating you. You can't make everyone happy, or win everyone's approval. But you're doing what you think is right. Your first big case, you did a great job. Even exceeding expectations. You can take a good rest now.
Can you tell us what the FAC's compensation case has to do with this case? Were there any sinners involved in the case? Is it related to the FAC Commander-in-Chief's return? Why is the FAC involved in this security case? Is this within their jurisdiction? Is there something else going on about this operation plan?
Give us an explanation. More people are paying attention. You can't hide this.
We have nothing to hide. All of FAC's plans and intentions are to protect the city-state. And our operations won't be hindered by such minor issues. I've returned solely to advance the operation proposal. But since you're here for an interview, I'll take this opportunity to say a few words to the criminals. Stop targeting ordinary people. If your target is FAC, come at us directly. I'll see you on the battlefield.
Inspector, I'm inexperienced, careless, and I often mess things up. But sometimes, my terrible intuition is surprisingly accurate. My intuition tells me that the assassination from the poem is not over yet. Given that woman's flamboyant personality, it's impossible for her to end it quietly.
In autumn's prime, wine and meat gleam. Gold and silver set the festive scene. As years and nears, vast and wide, over dried up wells, I alone stride. As years and nears, vast and wide, over dried up wells, I alone stride. Since it's a grand blooming, I suppose it won't just end here. Right, Mentor?
All personnel assemble! The Commander-in-Chief has been attacked! The Commander-in-Chief has been attacked! The criminal is a Garden assassin!
No. You want me to come along? Sure. I'd be glad to go with you.
The criminal attacked the temporary command post.
used a transport vehicle to kidnap the Commander-in-Chief, license number DS3864H. The vehicle just passed the Rust and is now heading towards East Side. Judging from the life science monitoring, the Commander is still alive. There is still time. The enemy getting such accurate information indicates that the Underground has infiltrated FAC. The core rescue operation will be carried out by the Paradiso's Hush Unit. The operation time is 2 hours and 13 minutes. Rescue the Commander before the designated meeting time. Prevent the spread of panic. FAC's main force should not act. Do not disclose any information. Inform them that the Commander will arrive on time. During this period, anyone who behaves abnormally, spreads panic, or investigates the Commander's whereabouts may be a spy from the Underground and will be closely tracked by the 9th Agency. The Underground has sent an invitation for a skirmish. This is also our chance. The West District operation proposal will definitely be passed. We should clean ourselves up before the war begins and eliminate all moles.
Of course it's her. FAC Commander-in-Chief? I was right. She really is in cahoots with the Underground scoundrels. Great. There's still time. I won't let you get your way this time. You forced me to do this! Contamination device. I should have known. Fortunately, The FAC armor still has some anti-mania devices. I need to get out before the hypercube storage runs out. I have no idea where this car is going, or how much time I've just wasted. I need to hurry. Is this a contamination bomb? Inside the car, a walkie-talkie?
Hello there, little detective.
Now, what's next?
Close to me.
All right. Stop banging on the door. This is the FAC's super armored car, not the safe you're used to smashing. And stop throwing a tantrum. Didn't you also use dirty tricks to kidnap my people?
Do whatever you want with me. Just let the commander go. This operation in the West is very important. If we can block BR-002, the West can be saved. So many innocent people won't have to be abandoned by the city-state. Now is not the time for you to throw a tantrum.
Sure. You know I don't care. Give me a contact. I want to call your favorite Hush sister. Oh, how convenient. She's calling you.
You took my phone?
Shush. Adults are talking. Children shouldn't interrupt. I'll mute you.
Hello, Mentor.
Hello, Hush. I have your people, but you don't seem surprised at all.
After the first time you kidnapped her, Christina was implanted with a locator. I knew she was near the Rust. Naturally, she was kidnapped by you again.
That's strange. I've had her kidnapped for several hours. Why are you only calling now? Taking a living person as my tracker. How shameless. The little girl must be heartbroken.
The Commander-in-Chief is there too, isn't he? We've already locked on to the vehicle's location. This time, it's not the Sheriff or the FAC chasing you. It's the Paradisos exclusive Hush unit. We can still talk now, Mentor.
Your Hush unit has been harassing me since June. Don't act so distant. And besides, I didn't pick up your call to take orders from you. Listen, Hush of Paradisos. This car contains your Commander-in-Chief, a dozen important negotiators, and the underground mania bomb you hate the most. It's heading towards East Side. Right now, an underground puppet is driving the car. Sniping won't affect it. If anything causes the car to slow down during the journey, the bomb will immediately detonate. And the M value within a kilometer radius will exceed 2,000. The only way to defuse the bomb is to dismantle the detonator directly. It's on the old man. The old man is next to your puppy. As for whether she has the ability to do this, we both know the answer. It's 11:32 in the morning now. In less than half an hour, this car will reach the first densely populated area of Eastside. I'm not like you. I don't negotiate. This is what you asked for.
Understood. This is indeed a choice you would make. The operation in the West District is necessary. So is the Commander-in-Chief. The demands of Paradisos are clear, and I will eliminate the threat at the lowest cost.
Don't be so sure. All right, kiddo, don't sulk. So you're being overlooked. That's nothing new. Your dearest Shalom sent the Hush Squad, but they're not here to save you. Of course, they can't stop me either. I've told you how to play. Your detective game isn't over yet. Want to continue? I will win. I won't let you have your way. Good. Then show me your justice. Let's see how ridiculous it is. Have to go.
I'll just put it out there. I won't save any.
Getting my hands dirty could be fun.
Oh.
You forced me to do this! You forced me to do this!
You've gotten too close.
Okay. a leak!
It's 11:56. Almost time.
I've already defused the bomb. You...
Oh, is that so? Well done. Do you want me to praise you?
Stop messing with me! That was the simplest of traps. Even an amateur like me could easily disarm it. You never intended to kill anyone with that. If you weren't aiming to kill the Commander-in-Chief, then who's your real target? And why are you doing this? What are you trying to tell us?
The Hush Squad has given up on forcibly attacking this vehicle. They can't do anything about me. They did leave a final ultimatum, though. They said that 1 minute before entering the danger zone, they would detonate the entire vehicle.
You bastard! Give me your phone. I'll tell them that the bomb has been defused, that it's safe now. All we need to do is stop the car. I can drive it until it runs out of fuel if necessary.
I already told them that.
Huh?
5 minutes before you disarmed the bomb, I knew you could do it. So I sent a message to the Hush. She hasn't responded to me yet. Do you think it's because she hasn't seen it? Or because she doesn't believe it?
What did you say?
Or is it because... Oh, isn't that your beacon of justice?
Shalom? I did it. I've already stopped her. Believe me. I beg you. Don't use it. Please.
By the way, that old man won't die so easily. Otherwise, the underground guy wouldn't have asked me to do this. But I can't say the same for the others in this vehicle. Including you. Goodbye, Envoy of Justice.
Position, force, timing. Go.
They will suffer no longer.
Don't let me find your legal loophole.
Glad to see you're all right, Commander.
Hush. I'm still alive. Did you use Rebel?
Rest assured, to use that kind of power on you, I would need to apply for permission, which would certainly not be granted. Besides, your body is very robust. There's no need for me to intervene.
What about the others? And
the vehicle contained a large amount of level 5 mania pollutants. You could withstand the impact, but you definitely couldn't withstand the contamination. Direct purification from Paradisos is the most prudent solution, with the least cost.
with the least cost? Like what you did in the West District in March. BR-002. A second time. Was that also what you call the least cost?
Yes. The underground is in motion, time is limited, and the mission I received was very clear. At all costs.
Understood. If this is the result of Paradiso's calculations, we can only trust it. Only you can do this. Killing an old man doesn't require such a grand scheme. It's a smokescreen. Just like the serial cases they were involved in previously. They're trying to divert our attention to make their next move. That woman has an entire assassination list. Oh, the backbone of this operation. The backbone of FAC. She's already got a handle on some of their whereabouts. Not all. She's trying to pry my mouth open. Those scumbags know all too well. Killing just me won't be enough. FAC has plenty of warriors. If they want to halt the operation, they'll have to kill everyone. Dream on. Go back. Don't waste time on me. Round up all the spies and all the agents inside FAC who have turned against us. Their bold actions mean that our operation plan is already posing a real threat to them. Which means we absolutely have to push through. And FAC's meant to die on the battlefield against Mania, not at the hands of these scoundrels. We'll continue our fight. You go and make them pay.
Of course, the 9th Agency and Hush have already taken action. If the enemy can't kill you, their plans will be completely exposed.
There's an agent, a sinner, who locked up the front seats before the explosion, blocking 20% of the firepower. I hope she's okay. Is she one of yours?
She is my subordinate.
then you truly have no humanity.
Rahu, let me handle this.
Where's the commander? What about the others? I've already dismantled the device. I did it. There was no need.
Not everyone is as sincere as you. That woman has set up even more cruel traps. Such a risk cannot be ignored.
Then, can I go and check? I want to know whether I managed.
There's no need for that.
Tell me what the commander just said. ER-002. The March uprising in the West District. Were you involved? What do you mean by twice? What about the R-002 and NF-104? Is it related to this? Didn't you say you're still investigating? Shalom. What you've done, is it really justice?
Forget it.
No, wait. I just...
Basic first aid is enough. Contact MBCC to take her away. I don't need her anymore.
No, I just want to know. I'm sorry, Shalom. I just...
Rahu. The requests have been received, and I will fulfill them all, as I always have.
Oh dear, I failed the task and got made. What should I do next? Trouble is coming. Dear client, what are you going to do?